To my subscribers, thank you for tuning in once again. If you are new, welcome. Today we are going to take a hike up the Duomo Dome in Florence, Italy. Before we get started, I would like to give out a warning. If you are afraid of heights or claustrophobic or not in physical shape, then I recommend not doing this. This venue may not be for you. So let's go.
A lot of the art you would find in the front gates and the dome of the Duomo of Florence are representations of the 1st century of the Renaissance. The entrance to get to the top of the Duomo is on the left side of the church, while the exit is on the right side of the church. The best views of Florence can be seen by climbing this mighty dome of the Duomo di Firenze. Firenze means Florence in Italian. While we were here, the cathedral floor of this Duomo was closed, but we were here to climb the dome that kicked off the Renaissance. But here's a small look at the insides. Construction on this cathedral started on September 8, 1296. After it was completed on March 25, 1436, it was the largest you could find anywhere. However, when the church was built in Gothic times, it was left with the hole that the dome currently tops, just so it can wait for later technology to make it. There is no elevator, so we had to walk steps all the way up. I put this on time-lapse to make it go by quicker. Looks like a room with a few statues of popes. For spots to rest, there is hardly none. There are not very many places to stop and rest on stretches of stairways. Let's continue upward. Okay, the area we just entered does give you a view of the cathedral from a higher angle. Now we can see how much we climbed and how much is left. They put these plastic panels up to prevent you from losing personal items. We're going to be stopped here for a bit before continuing further up. Unbelievable. I don't know how they were able to do that. Looking over to see the view can be a bit scary. If this scares you, just look at the wall. Well, it's time to continue up. Still, seeing the view from there was very cool. The dome we have to get through to get to the top was the first great dome of the Renaissance. Its completion also kicked off the Renaissance. Filippo Brunelleschi was credited for building such a huge dome. At the time of its construction, it was the marvel of Italy. The architecture Renaissance specifically is what was kicked off in the completion of this dome. You can get a great Florence view from this window here. By now, we are deep in the dome. This dome inspired the creation of other dome buildings like St. Peter's in the US Capitol. The dome is a great combination of art and science. If you climb all the way to the top, this is your prize. Even though the way up is one way, so is the way back down. When the Duomo was completed, the neighboring Tuscan city of Siena tried to build a bigger cathedral known as the Duomo of Siena. You can see 360-degree views of Florence from here. The exterior of the Duomo is made of marble from the nearby quarries of Carrara, Massa, and Prato. The marble is pink, green, and white, and it was chosen for its beauty and ability to withstand the weather. The base is made of sandstone and the ribbed vaults and arches are made of brick. Florence sits in the Tuscan region of Italy and is currently the largest city of the region. Take a look at this bell tower. On the ground, it looks tall, but the dome is taller than the bell tower and has the highest point in the cathedral. You can't even see people from this high up. We had a lot of fun looking around. Now it's time to head back down. Again with the time-lapse because the process of heading back down is the same as the process of heading up to the top. We also got to come back to where we stopped before heading to the top, but this balcony is higher than the one we had to get through to get to the top. They put some plastic panels here to prevent people from touching the huge painting that blankets the dome's insides. In fact, the balcony that we had to get through to get to the top is below the circled windows. We have all that descending to go through to finish this off. Let's get this done. The amount of steps you have to climb to get to the top and to get to the bottom of the Duomo is 463 steps, each way. This looks like a storage house. What I think of the Duomo. It is worth getting the views of Florence. Make sure you are in shape if you plan to tackle this. Well, we're almost done. In my opinion, the Duomo is one of the must-dos that I recommend doing when visiting Florence. But as I mentioned earlier, it is best not to do this if you are not in physical shape or afraid of heights. We were just up there on those balconies. That was the end of that hike to the Duomo. If you enjoyed this video, please like this video, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you again. This is JT on the Go signing off. Thanks for watching.